Who is God? I wanted to answer this ultimate question, but instead of who is God, I think of what is God. Because to me, God is not a man or a woman or a thing. Rather, God is a concept of participating in something bigger than yourself that is also working towards a greater good. This can be anything from community to friends and being there for one another to taking care of the planet. However, Augustine may critique my theory that friends and community are necessary to be a part of God. This is because he thinks that one needs to separate their identity from the distractions of the world around us in order to be free of sin. Especially considering his whole pear tree scene in the book where he was persuaded to do evil by his friends who were acting as a vector of temptation. However, I think that friends, family, and human connection is never anything to be wary of because community is a chance to build real love and you never know unless you try. I think Dorothy Day would agree with me because later in her life, when she was reflecting upon the church community, she realized that religion was driven by community because we can't love God unless we love one another. And, as Day implied through her voluntary suffering, real love hurts. You must lose something in order to give. However, to get to this understanding in your own life, it takes a lot. Oftentimes, it feels like God leaves you in the dark. And as the old woman in the sunflower says, God is on leave. He has abandoned us. It can feel like this a lot. According to the parables in the Gospel of Mark, faith is supposed to be confusing because our faith is dependent on our doubt. It's beyond our human understanding, and it's just something that you have to believe in. Whenever I feel like I'm stuck in the dark, I think about how I can sense God, particularly through a greater good. For example, even if it's just talking to someone who's lonely and brightening their day. Another way I can sense God is through prayer and reflection, usually upon music. For me, church music. Or through piano playing that my dad does at home. Anyways, the point is that it's not who is God, it's what is God. God isn't a person that comes in and out of your life. God is with us all the time, everywhere, and it's up to us humans to choose whether or not we participate in God, whether or not we participate in something bigger than ourselves that's helping the greater good. Caring for what was given to us, especially the earth, celebrating our own successes and the successes of others, as well as praying and reflecting upon life's distractions so that we can learn and grow from them, are ways that I see God and participate in God in my everyday life.